Well, good day, everybody. Shawn Clement here at the Richmond Hill Golf Club in our Wisdom in Golf video analysis of the week with Ville in Finland. Right now, obviously, this is footage from last summer. Like us, it's cold and wintry out there right now, but season's coming around. So, in the setup position, you'll notice how he's got a nice, strong grip. The grip looks fantastic. However, he is facing his golf ball. Notice how his head, his shoulders, hips, and knees are kind of facing the ball, whereas his feet are on a different line. So, in the backswing, now pay attention right here to where his head position is. So, as he brings everything into the backswing, notice how his head has a pretty strong move away from the target. And you'll notice because as he's turning back, his arms are kind of wrapping a little bit behind him, and you notice he's got more knee flex now than he did at address, because that movement pulling him off the ball, his brain is going, wait a second, we have to go back that way, so we have to really start bracing. So he is inside his left leg at the top of his backswing, but you notice his head is in a very different position, and his center is in a different position right now. So if he were to swing from here and unwind around that center, he would be stuck on his left leg, and there's no way he'd be able to make it back to the ball. So now he's got to find his way back to the ball. So notice how he moves back forward. Now, nice lag coming into the shot. You can see here coming into impact, he's on the inside of his forward leg. His head's in a pretty good position. And you can see now, watch how his left foot is going to drag. See how far it dragged? So that is an indication that the stance is way too wide to begin with. Okay? So now, before we go into the analysis here, I want to show you down the line, so you can see how when he's getting set up, how straight he is with his legs. And because he's standing so tall, you notice how the ball flight started a little bit too far to the right. See how he's pulled that shot? So contact and direction. Wow, nice whip. You can see the club fly right off his back right there. So he's got tons of power. And you could see that at the top of his backswing here, that club face is plenty close. So the grip-club relationship is just fine. And you can see now with his legs, they're way more flexed than they were at address, because his brain is looking for a way to deliver to the target. Okay? So we need to get his legs in a little bit more dynamic position at address. So let's have a look-see. We'll close this down here. All right, and let's have a look at what we're going to do. All right, Ville. So first things first, we need to be in a posture at address that's dynamically balanced, so that when we swing to the target, we're ready for it at address. And when your knees have a better flex this way, you're going to be much better equipped to immediately hold your center in place. Now, the video I want you to look at is called Contact and Direction, Shawn Clement. And that's a video that I did, that specifically is for holding that center in place. It's got some really nice drills in there to help you out. Now, you'll also notice that because your arms are a little bit flat in the backswing, when we didn't show the iron shot, but the iron shot was pretty flat in the backswing, because you're standing a little tall, then your arms tend to swing more around the body. If you get over the shot more, so we get your chest over the shot, we get your better knee flex, so feel like the arches of your feet are applying suction to the ground, okay? So from there, you're going to be able to much more accurately hold your position in relation to the target. Because you're more forward, the arms are going to be able to swing more upwards. Another reason why they're going to swing more upwards is when you're doing perpetual motion and you let the arms get pulled away from your body, your arms are going to get pulled away from you and they're going to come more upwards. And when you perform that, because your grip-club relationship is much better right now, As you perform that perpetual motion, also pay attention to how the club is releasing and hinging. So allow those wrists to hinge, release and rehinge. Release, hinge, release, rehinge. So that the arms, when they get pulled away from the body, are going to swing a little bit more vertically. And then you're going to feel that the arms are going to be much higher, but when you put yourself back on swing analysis, you're going to go, well, that's not that high at all. So we need to keep you centered. We use the legs to keep you centered. We feel how the right leg is holding you against your left leg at address. And from there, as you hold your center in place, your arms are going to be able to get pulled away from the body better. That means they're going to rise a lot better up and come back down and come back up again. So you'll notice your strike and the ball contact and the direction that you're going to hit the ball is going to start tightening up quite a bit. So the width of your stance now. I know that this width at address feels really good statically. See? Right now you're experiencing good sensation statically, and it's not happening as well as you'd like to dynamically. So this is a static position of the legs. I'm waiting for my coffee at Starbucks. Versus this is a dynamic position of the legs that allows me to throw the club with authority to the target. This is a static position that feels very comfortable, whereas dynamically, you notice how far your left foot dragged? So you're trying to get to the target, which means you're going to have to let that drag. Which means your shoes, the front portion of your shoes are going to get stained and detached, and you're going to have to switch shoes a lot. I remember doing that in my youth. My dad used to get all pissed off when I show up at the house, and the sole of my shoe from the front is getting detached from the shoe, and he's tired of buying shoes for me. So that'll save you a little bit of money as far as that's concerned as well. So the width of your stance. You want them shoulder width apart, feet slightly toed open. So look at my video entitled Lower Body in the Backswing. And when you swing back and through and go to your finish, so you'll see width of stance and finish position. So when you finish your swing, if you got the right width, your left leg will just finish in a nice position where it's hanging from the hip joint. If it's too wide, you're going to have to drag. And if it's too narrow, it's going to protrude, which you don't want, right? So the right width will allow you to be way more dynamically balanced. You'll notice that it turns a lot better. Because you were too wide, your body is looking for support. That's going to make your center move around a lot. So a wider stance tends to make the center move around because your body is looking for support. Right now, the support structure is way outside of that sternal notch. Right here, the support is immediately under both feet. So you'll notice when you're walking and swinging, so see walk to a better swing. And then that'll put the whole package together. Your wrists hinging, unhinging, rehinging. Unhinge, rehinge. Your arms getting pulled away from the body. Let them get pulled away. Down, up, down, up. There we go. And you'll notice that it's much easier to walk. If you're too wide, it's going to be very difficult for you to walk around and swing, okay? So I hope that helped you out. I hope you understand. If you have any questions, feel free to put your comments in there because this is your video, okay? And I appreciate you sending that in. I know a lot of people are going to benefit from this. And we wish you a fantastic beginning of season in Finland. All the best.